Hi guys, my name is Nick, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to be a good guitarist and musician without even playing a note. These are 5 simple things that everyone should remember and do, and just things that I've come across in my career so far. But if you could please remember to like and subscribe, and obviously check out my other videos, I'd really appreciate that. Number 1, listen. This is the most overlooked and easiest thing to do as a musician, is just listen. Listen in part to yourself. Is what you're playing right for the particular tune that you're playing there and then? Are you learning a cover song or your own original piece? Does it sit well within the song? Are you overplaying it? Are you playing too little? Are you giving too little space or too much? These are all things that good musicians should think about. You know, just listen to yourself play. You know, a good thing that I always do is record myself at every rehearsal and every gig actually. I record myself at every rehearsal and every gig, and I listen to it afterwards and think, did I do well here? What could I do better? What could I do less of? It can be really valuable as a musician to do this. Second part of listening is listen to your other bandmates. Don't, start tuning your guitar or playing over people at rehearsals whilst they're, trying to talk about the song or the piece that you're learning, or even giving you, feedback. Listen to the feedback. Take in everything that everyone's saying, and in a playing sense, listen to other musicians whilst playing as well. It is so valuable. Just zone in with the rhythm section. Can you do something extra funky with the bass and the drums? Or, what can you do extra, improvise over certain bits that the other guys are playing that really fits well within the song. It's so valuable. I cannot tell you enough how valuable and simple it is to do. So please, everyone, go to rehearsals, go to your gigs, listen to yourself, listen to the other players. Number 2, giving the other musicians respect. This seems very obvious, but it's the second most valuable thing that I can teach you. First of all, be a nice person. Be courteous. If you're at a rehearsal and someone's, talking, do not play your guitar over them. Do not play your keyboard over them. Do not play the drums over them. Stop, listen to what they've got to say. It can be really valuable. No one likes, being in a rehearsal where the drummer is playing over everyone or the guitarist is playing over everyone and you're having to shout to speak. It's just not nice. Don't do it. Why are you doing it? Another aspect of this is maybe you're in a cover band and someone said, I want, let's learn this song. It could be a really good number, but you don't want to learn it. But out of respect, just learn it. If everyone else is agreeing to it, just do it. You're not going to get far as a guitarist or as a musician without having respect for others. So make sure, very closely linked to listen, have respect for the other musicians in the band. See what they have to say. If you've got feedback for them, give them feedback, but be nice about it. And if they give you feedback, take it on board. Whether or not you agree or not, take it on board and try and learn from it and go from there. It's very valuable. Number 3, turn up to your rehearsals rehearsed. Once again, this may sound really stupid, but the best thing that you can do, as a guitarist or as a musician, is turn up to your rehearsals rehearsed. If you need to learn a piece or you're trying to figure out some parts, figure them out at home. And then come to a rehearsal rehearsed and ready to play with the band. You don't want to be behind when everyone else has, put the work in and learnt their pieces at home. And then, you want to be almost gig ready when you turn up to a rehearsal. So another fairly obvious thing, but a lot of people don't do it. If you don't know what you're going to be playing or rehearsing, that's fine. Everyone's going to be in the same boat. But with most bands, you'll have a set list that you're gigging with. Or, as a cover band, you have a set load of songs that you need to learn. The best thing that you can do is turn up knowing it inside out. And then you can just bosh through the songs as if you're playing a gig. It's a good way to impress others as well. I can tell you, I've had a lot of work from, turning up to rehearsals and people saying this guy always turns up, well rehearsed and he knows his parts. So, another valuable, bit of information there. Number 4. Turn down your ego. Now, guitarists get a bad name, and there once was a point when I was about 17 that I fell into this category. But you need to grow out of it quick, because no one's going to ever hire you as a guitarist if your ego is too high. Now, when I was 17, I was awful. I was an awful player. I started off, teaching myself to play badly. We all seem that I only play mostly because I'm self-taught. I only play with 2 fingers. play badly Joe Satriani and Steve Vai songs and like Metallica songs, and I didn't know, like, I only knew parts, I didn't know the whole song, but I thought I was really cool. And, you know, I would turn up to, you know, college or whatever, you know, thinking I was the bee's knees. You know, an ego will get you nowhere in the music industry. You can be confident, you can think that, you know, you're talented, but people with an ego, they won't get far because they won't want to be around you if you've got a massive ego. Guitar solos, make sure, you know, you're not being over flash, or, you know, the solos are too long. This isn't the me show. Don't overplay, and, you know, don't think that you're better than everyone else just because you can do a guitar solo and, you know, you're a guitarist and you're really cool, because they'll get you nowhere. You need to be professional at all times. You know, as per the other three, you need to listen, be courteous to the other members of the band, and also be rehearsed, be professional. What are you doing? But yeah, I used to do it too, but, you know, I'm completely egoless now, so. And I find it very hard to take on good comments. Number 5, be motivated and have patience. Everyone's been at rehearsal where they've been at it for 2 or 3 hours and they've had enough. And, you know, by the 3rd hour, just enough of it. You don't really want to play anymore, and you start, you know, messing about and, you know, not having any focus anymore and just want to go home. We've all been there. But ultimately, you're paying most of the time for the rehearsal time, unless you have your own space. And you need to utilize that time to make sure that you are using it to its max and making sure that you are, as a unit, as a band, as a guitarist, you need to be focused in your rehearsal time whilst gigging. And, you know, you just need to have motivation to know where you want to start and where you want to get to and how you're going to get there. And you need to stick to it. Ways around this that I've found is maybe have shorter rehearsal times with your bandmates, but maybe more often have more of them. Or, you know, if you're able to, have a rehearsal space at home. It really helps when you don't have to, you know, make the commute to somewhere, you know, travel long distances in order to rehearse with the band. Or even WhatsApp, for example. You know, I've had a lot of success chatting with band members over WhatsApp, sharing ideas, sharing recordings, and it takes out a lot of what you may be discussing in rehearsal time, and you can just get down to playing the songs in rehearsal time. So there you have it. 5 things to make you a good guitarist or musician without even playing a note. They're really simple, but you'll be surprised at how many people, you know, fail at doing them. So yeah, I may do another one of these soon, but I hope, you know, even though it's obvious, it'll have some value to you. And, you know, hopefully it'll help you get work down the line and just help you be a better guitarist or musician. So, but yeah, if you could please remember to check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and yeah, just spread the word about my channel. But anyway, I'll see you soon. Take care, bye.